Welcome back from my YouTube channel Technological Education Academy by Abhinav Kumar. Business Studies Part 2, Business Finance and Marketing. The important topic is consumer protection. Introduction. A consumer is said to be king in a free market economy. The earlier approach of caveat emptor, which means let the buyer beware, has now been changed to caveat venditor, let the seller beware. However, with a growing competition and in an attempt to increase the sales and market share, manufacturer and service provider may be tempted to engage in unscrupulous exploitative unfair trade practices like defective and unsafe product adulteration, false and misleading advertising, hoarding, black marketing. This means that a consumer lies exposed to risk due to unsafe product, might suffer from bad health due to adulterated food products, might be cheated because of misleading advertisement or sale of spurious products, might have to pay a higher price when sellers engage in overpricing, hoarding, or black marketing. Thus, there is a need for providing adequate protection to consumers against such practices of the seller. Let us now discuss the importance of consumer protection. Importance of consumer protection. Consumer protection has a wide agenda. It not only includes educating consumers about their rights and responsibility, but also help in getting their grievances redressed. It not only requires a judicial machinery for protecting the interests of consumers, but also requires the consumer to get together and form themselves into consumer association for protection and promotion of their interests. At the same time, consumer protection has a special significance for business too. From consumers' point of view, the importance of consumer protection from the consumer's point of view can be understood from the following point. Consumer ignorance. In the light of widespread ignorance of consumers about the rights and reliefs available to them, it becomes necessary to educate them about the same so as to achieve consumer awareness. Unorganized consumer. Consumers need to be organized in the form of consumer organization, which will take care of their interests. So in India, we do have consumer organizations which are working in this direction. Protection is required to be given to consumers till this organization become powerful enough to protect and promote the interests of consumers. Widespread exploitation of consumers. Consumer might be exploited by unscrupulous, exploitative, unfair trade practices like defective and unsafe product, adulteration, false and misleading advertising, hoarding, black marketing. Consumers need protection against such malpractices of the seller. From the point of view of business, a business must also lay emphasis on protecting the consumer and adequately satisfying them. This is important because of the following reason. Long-term interest of business. Enlightened business believes that it is in their long-term interest to satisfy their customers. Satisfies customers not only lead to repeat sale but also provide good feedback to prospective customers. and thus help in increasing the customer base of business. Thus, business firms will aim at long-term profit maximization through customer satisfaction. Business uses society resource. Business organization use resources which belong to the society. They thus have a responsibility to supply such products and render such services which are in public interest and will not impair public confidence in them. Social responsibility. A business has social responsibility toward various interest groups. Business organizations make money by selling goods and providing services to consumers. Thus, consumers form an important group among the many stakeholders of business, and like other stakeholders, their interest has to be well taken care of. Moral justification. It is the moral duty of any business to take care of consumer interests and avoid any form of their exploitation. A business must avoid unscrupulous exploitation, unfair trade practices like defective, unsafe product, adulteration, false and misleading advertising, coding, black marketing, etc. Government intervention. A business engaging any form of exploitative trade practices would invite government intervention or action. This can impair and tarnish the image of the company. Thus, it is advisable that business organizations voluntarily resort to such practices where the consumer needs and interests will well be taken care of. In view of the above, the Government of India has enacted several regulations designed to provide adequate protection to consumers. We shall now discuss some of these regulations. Legal protection to consumers. The Indian legal framework consists of a number of regulations which provide protection to consumers as per the Right to Information Act 2005, and for all relevant information is required to be made available to all citizens of the country. Other regulations are as under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. The Consumer Protection Act 1986 to protect and promote the interests of consumers. The Act provides safeguards to consumers against defective goods, deficient services, unfair trade practices, and other forms of exploitation. The Act provides for the setting of a three-tier machinery consisting of district forum, state commission, and the national commission. It also provides for the formation of consumer protection council in every district and state and at the apex level. The Indian Contract Act 1872. The Act laid down the condition in which the promises made by parties to a contract will be binding on each other. The Act also specifies the remedies available to parties in case of breach of contract. The Sale of Goods Act 1930. The Act provides some safeguard and relief to the buyer of the good in case of the good purchased do not comply with the express or implied condition or warranty. The Essential Commodities Act 1955. The Act aims at controlling production, supply, and distribution of essential commodities, checking inflationary trend in their prices, and ensuring equal distribution of essential commodities. The Act also provides for action against anti-social activities of profiteers, fraudsters, and black marketers. The Agriculture Produce Grading and Market Act 1937. The Act prescribes grade standards for agriculture, commodities, and livestock products. The Act stipulates the condition which govern the use of standard and laid down the procedure for grading, marking, and packing are produced. The quality mark provided under the Act is known as AGMAR, an acronym for Agriculture Marketing. The Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 19. The Act aims to check adulteration of food articles and ensure their purity so as to maintain public health. The Standard of Weight and Measure Act 1976. The provision of this act are applicable in case of those goods which are sold or distributed by weight, measure or number. It provides protection to consumer against the malpractice of underweight or undermeasured. The Trade War Act, Trademark Act 1999. This act has repealed and replaced the Trade and Merchandise Mark Act 1958. The Act prevents the use of fraudulent marks on products and thus provides protection to the consumer against such products. The Competition Act 2002. This act had repealed and replaced the Monopolies and Deceptive Trade Practices Act 1969. The act provides protection to the consumer in case of the of practices adopted by business firms which hamper competition in the market. The Bureau of the Indian Standard Act 1986. The Bureau of the Indian Standard has been set up under the Act. The Bureau has two major activities: formulation of quality standards for goods and their certification. Through the BIS certification scheme, manufacturers are permitted to use the ISI mark on the product only after ensuring that the good conform to the prescribed quality standard. I also set up a grievance cell where consumer can make a complaint about the quality of product carrying the ISI mark. The most important of this regulation is the Consumer Protection Act, which provides basic consumer rights, help consumers in getting their grievances redressed for any shortcoming in the good purchase or services as well. The Consumer Protection Act 1986. This topic is covered at tomorrow uh, 10 o'clock am. Thank you for watching this video.